Good morning, everybody, and welcome to MS Teams Top Tips. Today is a whistle-stop tour of MS Teams and bits and pieces that you could use to help your day run a little bit smoother. If you'd like to know a little bit more, please get in touch with me afterwards or have a look online, which we'll touch on in just a moment. I'm Jason. I'm ably assisted today by Marika Wilson from ICT, who will manage to answer some of your ICT questions as well. So let us get started. Welcome to MS Teams Top Tips. It's a messaging service. Ultimately, it will replace email. That's not the plan at the council at the moment, but the whole idea is that it's a one-stop shop for everything. What we're going to do today, we're going to look at the toolbar, which is everything down the left-hand side of your MS Teams. We will cover some stuff for Outlook if it comes up, but this is mainly going to focus on MS Teams. We're then going to look at chat, do a bit of a deep dive into that, the bits and pieces that you can do in there as well to help you. And then finally, we're going to look at how to type a new message and the various bits and pieces in there as well that you can use. So let's have a look at what Teams looks like. So on the far left, where you can see my cursor, you will see that there is the toolbar. You can call this whatever you like. Let's just call it the left toolbar for now. You've got activity, chat, Teams, calendar, calls, files, and then apps. Activity, this is everybody who has reacted to or said something about a bit of chat that you have been involved in. So, for example, I've got Joe there who's giving me a thumbs up about a meeting this morning. Got a missed call yesterday from somebody, various different reactions to what has been going on. Now, you can leave that all on there, or you can just toggle this or turn this on, whatever phrase you want to use. Toggle is a generally accepted one. You do that, and then it says I'm all caught up because I only wanted to show unread, or I can have that off and it will show everything. You've got three little lines here. You can click on that, and in there you can just type common words that you're using. So, for example, I've been working on the learning and development brochure. If I type that in, it comes up with all the activity related to brochure. So that's something you can do there if you're chasing down a certain chat. You've got more options, which is the three dots there. Three dots in MS Teams is always going to save your day. Always look for the three dots. Why? Because it gives us more options. So if I click on the three dots, I can go to notification settings, which actually opens up all of my settings. Let's close that. That's the three dots there, notification settings, and comes up with all of your settings there on the left. Another way of reaching that is all the way over here on the right, which is if you hit those three dots again, you get your settings. You can zoom in, so you can make your screen bigger if you like. If you are struggling with eyesight like I do, that's really useful. Or you can bring that back down to where you wanted it before, which is at, well, we've got 100%. You've also got that. Oh, I could have just clicked zoom reset. See, I've just learned something as well. And then you've got other bits and pieces over here, but you want to focus on settings. We're not going to go deep into this. Have a look at this after the session. Here's your default theme, as you can see, but you can go dark or you can go high contrast, depending on what your site is like or what you just prefer. Maybe you're a goth and we didn't know you wanted that. Chat density, I've got comfy because I like the space between things, or you can go compact and then scroll down there for more bits and pieces. On the left over here, devices is one that usually catches people out. I have a wireless headset, so my audio device is set to Jabra Link 380. Speaker is that as well, microphone, scroll down and, well, hey, there's my camera, making sure it's using the right camera. So have a look at those things over there and just make any changes you wish to set it and personalize it for yourself. So that is settings, which you can get from the three dots top left or the three dots top right. Great. Chat, we'll talk about that more in just a moment, but that's your chat. Here I've got all my pinned chats and there I've got all my recent chats. You can close them down like that or minimize them if you like, or you can open them up if you want. Pinned is really useful for big group chats that you're involved in and certain people that you talk to quite often. As you can see, I've got my OD team on there, WorkRight, Salesforce training I'm delivering, or helping organize, or anything else. There's also the staff briefings. We usually have one on there as well because there's quite a big group of people who contribute to that. So you can pin those there. The way you do that is you just grab a chat. So for example, Joe here, 3 dots, remember 3 dots, your best friend, click on that, and then I can go down to, it's not letting me pin it. Wow, that's really disappointing. What about Richie? I can pin Richie, but I can't pin Joe. I have to unhide Joe. I hit Joe first. So let me unhide her, and then I'll click on the 3 dots and then pin. Bam, there she goes. She goes onto my pinned chats. Okay, so that's chat. Teams. Now, Folkestone and Hythe is one team. Hey, hashtag one team. But genuinely, we only have one team. And then underneath that, we have got various channels. So these are all the channels over here. A really important one for you to have alerts set to is the ICT alerts, because this morning we have got an issue with the VPN. So your ICT alerts there, as you can see, Marika has made a post with the exclamation marks. See that exclamation mark there? I click see more, and then it gives me all the details. I didn't see that pop up in Teams. So if I click on the 3 dots, more options, my best friend, and then I go to channel notifications, and currently it's on customized, so I don't know what that is, but I'm going to put it to all activity because it's quite an important channel to be a part of. I need to know everything that's going on there. So if I click on all activity, in future, any post that's put on there, it'll come up in my activity, or it'll come up in Teams and you'll see it. Great. Got your calendar. This calendar is connected to your Outlook calendar. So what's in Outlook is in Teams, and what's in Teams is in Outlook. Very useful. You can see this now. I'm in this team meeting over here. This is everything that's coming up this week. You can join a meeting with an ID. If you've got the ID, you can meet now, so you can click on that and then invite someone to a meeting, or you can just do new meeting. If I click new meeting like that, it gives me all the details that it would do in Outlook. I set it up in there and it will reflect in Outlook as well. So just think of them as the exact same thing. Excuse me. Calls, exactly like a mobile phone, folks. Yep, you got your call history. You can make your outbound calls, missed calls, how long you were on the calls for, when they came through. That's all there if you need to go and have a look at that. It's useful for me because I deal with external providers, so sometimes I need to find out who they were and then call them back. Files. Right.
Jason, sorry.
Yes.
To interrupt you. Just on the calls, if somebody needs to set up their voicemail, they do it through there and through settings?
Yes. So they would set it up with what's on voicemail here. We'll click that. That's nothing there. The only reason I'm clicking through is because I've not done it before.
Okay.
So let's have a look.
If you go down to calls.
Calls. Thank you, Marika. That's why you're on the call. Configure voicemail.
Yeah.
So you
And
click
I
on there.
also discovered, Jason, that you can change it from an American voice to an English voice that talks you through it.
Oh, that's good. Thank you, Karen. Okay, cool. So if you want to set up your voicemail, go to settings. Remember the 3 dots, your best friend, there next to your profile picture. Settings, go to calls, and then configure voicemail, or give Karen Everett a call and she'll talk you through it. Only joking. And then I could record a voicemail for you as well. I will charge you for that. I won't. I'm only kidding. Cool. Thanks very much, Karen. That's really useful. See, we're all learning stuff as we go. We don't know everything, so that's really handy. Files. Right. This is where I'm going to get Marika to clarify what this actually means. So Marika, please could you step in and let us know what this files means and how it's different to the network drive?
Okay, so this is your OneDrive. It's personal to you, but it's based in the cloud. So if you share anything, it will sit there and you can share to your colleagues and work on files together. channels are backed up, but not the team chats. So depending on where you've saved the file as well, it is best if it's anything needed for work-related purposes to at least save a copy onto your network share, which gets backed up and will be available if you leave the authority.
Thanks very much, Marika. Just because we've got an issue with the VPN at the moment, it means, so for example, we've got OD here. Anything that needs to be kept will go in there. How often are they shaved? How often are they backed up and saved, Marika?
Everything on the network drive is backed up daily, overnight.
Okay, great. So if I land up deleting this file in error today, you'll be able to
retrieve it from last night's backup.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. That's really, really useful. So to summarize, if you need to keep it, put it in your drive. If you are sharing it with a team and you want to collaborate on it, you can share it through here. But bear in mind, this file, so for example, September staff briefing, will not be saved in the network drive. And it will just be the one when it was last updated on here. That's something to just bear in mind. Cool. Thank you very much. So that's activity, chat, teams, calendar, calls, and files. Last thing is apps. Click on the apps over there. These are various apps that you can possibly add. But as you can see here, you can request them. But I think the request will go to ICT. Marika?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, great. Excellent. There's a whole host of them over there. So fill your boots. Okay, we'll go back to activity, which is up over there. Great. Do we have any questions so far around the toolbar that we just looked at?
Jason,
No.
can I just?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Wendy. When you're dealing with the calendar, when you were on calendar, is it just your own?
Yes, yeah, it's just your own. I've had a look to see if we can add the learning calendar and have not been able to do that. And I think it's because it's you're not able to add another account to it. So yes, it is just your own calendar.
Okay,
thank you for asking that. That's a good one. You're welcome. Okay, doesn't seem like there's anything else, but do let me know later on if you do have any questions. Let's move our eyes all the way over to the screen, everyone, at the top, where you can see my face. That is my profile. So if you click on your face, you get your profile. Yeah. If you want to change your face or add your face, you click on that, and then you can upload a picture or remove a picture. It's entirely up to you. Yeah. So what you will need to do is say you've taken a photograph on your personal mobile, email that to your work, save that to your drive or to your desktop somewhere, and then upload it, and it will go on there, and then it will appear on Teams. Excuse me. So close. So photo, click on it again, and then you can change a picture. Great.
Can I just?
So if I click, oh yes.
Sorry, I was just going to butt in there. If you change that there, it will show on all your Microsoft 365 things like Outlook as well, or you can actually change your picture via Outlook by going into the file setting and clicking on the picture icon to change there, which will take you through to Outlook Online to do it. That's it.
Great. So there's two ways of doing it. Yep. You can do it here, whoop, or you can go into Outlook, file, and then change a picture. And then as soon as I click on that,
to log on into the Outlook Online to do that.
Mm-hmm. And that's your network login details as you would for anything else. Great. Thank you very much. That's that. Okay, so right now I've got a no entry sign because I'm presenting. Please, folks, use your status all the time, because that is basically like saying if you are in the office. So if I'm available, if there's a green tick on there, somebody calls me, they would expect me to answer because I'm there. If you're going to the loo, if you're going to make a cup of tea, get a bowl of Cheerios, just do be right back or click appear away, making it very clear that you are not available at your desk. This is really useful. We need to set the tone and the standard for everyone, and it will just make life a lot easier. You can put the duration as well. How long you're going to be away for, how busy, do not disturb for how long, appear away for how long. So you've got your duration there as well, which you can add and you can customize it. So yeah, have a play with that over there as well. And then you can reset your status. The next one over here, the little plus, I can select my work location for the day. You don't have to, but again, it's quite useful to let people know where you are. Today I'm remote because I'm working from home. Click set status. I can just write delivering MS Teams training. Please email learning inbox. I can put that there. I can tick there, show when people message me, and then how long for. Today means to 11:59 p.m. this evening, or 1 hour, or how long. I'll put it on 1 hour, and I can click done. So you can see it there, and if somebody messages me, that will pop up. So I can change it with the little pencil, or I can delete it when I'm done. So that's really useful. Definitely keep an eye on your status and your profile. Great. We all good. Any questions at all?
Yeah, Jason, if
Yes.
you've put something in your Outlook, so if you've
Yes.
had a meeting request and got it, does that automatically display your status in Teams?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So if you put your out of office on, your out of office will appear in your Teams.
Okay.
So that's really good to know because they're connected. Sorry, Marika, yeah?
So I was just going to say, yeah, if there is sort of an out of office message where it says type a message, if you're typing into somebody, quite often there'll be a little message up there if someone's out the office or if they've put a status on there, like I have.
So across the bottom, yeah, Marika's got their status of Wilson Marika. Please ensure all ICT requests and incidents are logged via the staff area. Excuse me.
So it's handy to just sort of read above that.
Right. So you can just carry on using your Outlook. So if people are putting meeting requests off, we've got a team meeting and it's in my Outlook, it will alter my status or show on my status on my Teams chat. Yes?
Yeah, so if you've been invited to a meeting, it'll show in your Teams chat. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, or if I've got a meeting with Karen or Angie or something and it's in my Outlook calendar, it's going to show me on the Teams, is it?
It'll show, okay, yes, I think I know what you mean. So yes, if you're in a meeting, it'll go busy, but it won't put a status message in.
No, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
yep.
Great, cool.
Thanks.
Phew, glad I understood that. Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much, everybody. So we've gone through this bit here. Yeah, we've had a look at all of that, which is really useful. Right, let's have a look at chat now. This is quite fun, this bit here. So if you want to chat to someone, you can either start here on the left, click on new chat. Yep, type their name in or select someone there. So Richie, for example, comes up and then I've got all of his chats over there, which is really handy. The other thing that you could do is you could type a name up in the top there. So I can type in Wendy. There we go. Wendy pops up. And then there, got type message. Now, I work on a monitor. So what happens is I'd like to do it full screen, and then my message appears right at the bottom, which I find quite annoying and have to bend my neck. So what I do is I go over here. You see the little arrow? I click on that. It pops the message out for me. So then I can put it at eye line and I can go, hi, Wendy, you're fab. Then I send her that message, and then I can click this box here. It'll go away, and there we go. I know that that message has been sent to Wendy. So that's the multiple ways that you can send messages. Choose them from the left, use this bit up over here, or you can start typing their name over there. Another thing that you can do is you can do a group message. So I click on that there, and then I go all the way to the right, all the way to the right. See this little drop down arrow here? I click that, and it gives me an option of group name. And I go MS Top Team, which is you guys. And then I can enter a name in there, and I can go Wendy. I can go Karen. Ooh, Karen I can add. I can also add Marika. Don't know who else is on the call. Let's have a look. Oh, Angie's there. So I can. I'm not going to add everyone, but I'm just showing you. So I've got Angie, and then I've got Ian. Oh, not Ina. Ian Fisher. There we go. Great, excellent. And I'll go like this. Hi all, welcome to the. So they're not going to get it until I hit send, which is this little arrow. So hit send there. Now, I've added everyone to this group. I've named the group. Yep. And then here it just gives me a bit of history of what's gone on. So along here, you see the message. If I put my cursor over the message, yep, I get a whole lot of options. Thank you very much. Now, on here, I can edit the message. So if I click on that again, I can change that and add some more bits and then hit the tick and it adds it in there. Or remember, 3 dots is your friend. Click on that. This is what's really useful. If you've got a really big group and you've sent an important message and you want to make sure everyone's read it, scroll down, you can go, oh, look, it's been read by 3 of 5 people in the message. And I know that these 3 people have read it, which means they've opened it and they've had a look at it. That's quite useful, especially if it's an important message to a large group. So that's something to bear in mind. You can delete it, you can reply, you can put your own emojis. So there's loads that you can do on there. I find that this is really useful, especially if I'm inviting people to a new starters forum. I want to make sure that they've read the message that I put on there. 3 dots is your friend, scroll down, and you can see who's read it. You've also got more actions. Oh, you can share to Outlook. So if I click on that, there you go, share conversation over email. So then this email can then be emailed. No, this message, set of messages can then be sent to everyone, which is great. So I'll close that. Those people that have added to the group, can you just type a message in like hi or bye or something, because I want to show you something else that will help people. We're waiting for those people to type a message in. Marika, you can see down there, Marika's typing exactly the same as you would look on a phone. Got your 3 dots bouncing up and down. Hi's, good mornings. Brilliant. What a fun day today. Fantastic. Thank you, Marika. I think to myself, now hang on a minute. There's somebody else that I need to add to this. It's really important. So we've got Claire and we've got Sarah. All right, let's have a look. So I go over here to the far right. You see this one looks like there's more people. View and add participants. So currently we've got 6. I click on that. But all these people here. Now I can remove Angie if she's been a misfit, or I can remove Karen or Ian, but I want to keep them all because they've been really good. I can add people. So I click add people and I can type in Claire. Oh, there's 2 L's, Claire. So Claire Silliborn, great. I want to add Claire to this message. Now, I don't want to see her to see what's been mentioned before because this person could be new and there's some chatter in there we don't want to show them, or some sensitive information. So I don't want to include that. Or I can include the history from the past, however many days, or I can include all chat history. So I'll say it's really important for Claire to come up to speed. She needs to see everything. And then I will also add, oh yeah, we had Sarah. So I can put Sarah in there as well. Brilliant. And then add. So they now get added. And as you can see a bit further down, Del Plunk Jason added those 2 people. So there you go. That's how you set up a group chat. Also, got your little arrow here. You can pop it out and you can move it around if you want to scroll through everything. Any questions so far on the chat and the group chat? No, brilliant.
Jason,
excellent.
Sorry.
Oh, yes, we've got a question.
I've got a quick one. Can you show me again how you get your message to go to the top of the screen rather than the bottom?
Sure, I can do that.
Thank you.
That's absolutely fine. There's a few ways of doing it. So I'm in this group chat. You can see my cursor. I go all the way to the right. I can hit the little pop-out chat. That one. Is that what you mean? Karen?
You said it always comes to the bottom of the screen and you have to look down, so you move yours up.
Yeah, I pop mine out. So I can't change the way it's going down like this because that's just the way the system is set.
Yeah,
but I can pop it out. As you can see there on the left, pop out the chat
Yeah.
Here it is.
That's
and then I
fine.
can scroll through it. Okay.
Thank you.
Great. You're welcome. Now, I want to share a file with these people because they need to work on a file. It's really important. Again, a number of ways that you can do it. So one way of doing it is here down at the bottom. As you can see, you've got your little paperclip, attach file. Click on that, upload a file from this device. So I'll go to my desktop. I've got this folder. I'll add this Excel spreadsheet. Replace, because I've added one before. So there it is there. It's not visible to anyone yet because I've not hit send. And I'll say, here's the news. And then I can hit send. And then they've got access to this spreadsheet. Now, remember, like we said before, any updates that are made to the spreadsheet are saved here. They're not saved in your drive. So if you want it in the drive, and then for people to update it there and keep it safe, you then need to download it and add it there. It will stay in here. It'll be safe. But if it's in the drive, it's then backed up because these messages here will disappear after how many days? Did you say, Marika?
Well, if it chats in Teams, they have a 90-day retention. If it's in a channel, they are backed up. But again, if you're uploading it, it's only going to your personal OneDrive file.
Okay, so it's not going to a shared drive.
No.
Great, thank you. So that's that there. Another way that you can add, if you want to add a document to this, is you can go, so where is my folder? It is, here it is here. So I've got this here, I can open this up, and there it is, and I can literally just click, drag and drop. That's another way of adding a file. Please add the file, make me look good. There it is. And then I have to hit send, and then everybody's got it. So what's great about this is, so you've got your drag and drop, or you can use your pin, your what's it called, paperclip there. Now, I click on this, great. It opens it up for me. I can now edit it directly in Teams. Those people who I've added to the group, please can you also open up the spreadsheet, because what will happen now is everybody who's watching this will then be able to see other people that are collaborating on the document. So for example, you can see this WM here, that's Wilson Marika. She's come on, so she's editing. Then how do I know who else is editing at the same time? Over here across the top, folks, you'll see these little circles pop up and you'll see the people that are making updates. So that's really useful. Yeah, got them all there. Click on that forward, drops them all down, and I go, right, everybody's editing, and it tells me what they're editing at the same time, which is useful. So this is a really great way to collaborate on a document, and it's all getting saved. I think there was something that had a history. Yeah, catch up. If you click the catch up, it'll tell you all the changes that were made the last time you were in the document. So if you were out doing something else at the moment, you can see who's working on that one there. So that's really useful. So so everybody else stays in it, but if I close it, yep, I can then carry on working. And then in the background, I know that those people are collaborating away, and I can go back and catch up on my changes later. There's some new messages here. Oh, nothing. Right, okay, fine. So if I go back in, click on it, let's have a look. Is anybody else still working on it? No, they've gone. They've gone. Nobody else. Oh, they're still there. Right. People are doing stuff. By all means, folks, you can do what you like to this spreadsheet. It's old stuff, so you can delete things and move stuff around. So that's it. Another way that you can edit this is where it says editing, you can hit the drop down and you can either open it in a browser or you can open it in Excel. If I click open in Excel, yeah, it will open up my Excel that's on my computer, and I can make all the adjustments here that I want to. Yeah, and then when I close it, which is here top right, it will keep all of those changes in Teams, because all the way here on the far left, it says autosave. So you don't need to do anything. You just need to type away, you know, whatever changes it is that you want to make to it. There you go. I'm quite happy with that. It's probably hit auto save. I'm just going to close it.
Angie's got her
You've
hand
saved
up.
your changes. Well, Angie's got a hand up. Right, let's have a look. Let's close all of that. Angie, fire away.
I was just going to ask if you just wanted somebody to view a group to view that spreadsheet, can you stop them from editing it? I know you can when you bring files across, but if you just drop that in, because then we could all go in and change something, but if you just wanted a view only.
Okay, fine. Very good question.
Yes, you can. If you
see,
go,
I think what you can do is you can make it private. Yeah.
You've
here we
got
are.
next to the share, there's the editing.
This one?
No, cross a bit. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can change it to view the file but make no changes.
Yeah.
Where do I put? Where do I do that?
If you click on the editing bit again.
Editing bit.
Yeah.
Oh, viewing. Yeah. View the file but make no changes. Right, I see. So because I'm the person who shared the spreadsheet, I have the option to click that and then just say people can view and not make an edit.
Exactly.
Right. There we go. Thank you, Marika. That answer your question then, Angie?
Yep. Thank you.
Fabulous. You are welcome. Right, I'm now going to close that. So that's adding a file, sharing a file. You can use your paperclip or you can drag and drop. People can update at the same time. That's how you can add more people to the chat. You can also remove people. Now, because Angie asked a really challenging question, I'm going to remove her. I'm only joking, Angie. I can click remove there and then remove Angie Carroll from the conversation. They'll still have access to the chat history. So I can click remove or I can cancel. So I'll cancel that one. Okay. Now, what if you've added this spreadsheet and there's loads of chat that's going to be going on underneath and you need to find that file and you go, oh, I don't want to scroll through everything to find it. That's absolutely fine. You do not need to do that. You can, at the very top where it says MS Teams, chat, you can click on files and there they are. Those are the files. And you just click on them there and then carry on working on them from there. So I'll just click on that one and then I'll go, oh, okay, cool, great. There it is. All good. So there is no need to scroll through everything to try and find it. Just make everything easy for yourself. I think you can also pin this. Yeah. So here's the news. I go on that. I've got my 3 dots. Click on that. I can pin it. Click pin. And then here we go. It pins it to the top. So if I want to get to it, I just click on that. And then as you can see, the orange square has gone around it. So it jumps down to it. I'll show you that again. I'll unpin it. Go, okay, fine. I want to pin this one. I just go into the blue dots, pin. And as you can see, I've pinned it. And then if I click on that, then quickly guide your eyes over to where it says the spreadsheet. You'll see a little orange circle go around it. There you go. It'll jump down to it if it's at the top of loads of chat. Cool. Great. How are we looking? 9:42, we've got a few more minutes. I'll show you some things that can be a little bit fun. So here in typing a message, yeah, if you click on the A, that's format. That gives you all the format options that you would normally get in things like Word or PowerPoint. Go in there and have a play. You've got hello, that's your normal size. If you highlight it, you can bold it. Yeah, and you've got that there. Or you can use italics, underline, cross through, entirely up to you. I sometimes do hello, and that's a sort of heading for what I want to talk about. Then if I want to create a new paragraph, I just hold Shift on my keyboard and I hit Enter, and then I'll unbold it and I'll go, this is important, and then I'll type away. And then I go, well, that's not big enough. I'll highlight the hello, and you see you got your A's here, font size. You can make that large. Go, yes, great, that's what I want. Or you can go, no, it's too big, I want it small. And then you go, oh, hang on, that's too small. If I go medium, that's the size that it defaults to. Have a play with this, guys. You've got all your options over there. You can even add a table if you want to and put bits and pieces in there. You can delete a row if you want to. You can delete a column, exactly the same as you would do if you were in Word. And then if you make a mistake, you've got your undos over there, and then you can also delete the message as well if you want to. So have a play with that. Here's a link. This is really useful. If you've got something that's a really, really long link, I don't know what it would be. Let's just say it's Alzheimer's Society over there. This is a really long link. I'll copy that. And I don't want to paste it in there because it looks really long. I can then just go, I can delete that. Go away. And I can highlight that and then just click link as you would do. Text to display, here's a link, put that in there and then insert. And you go, great, it's there. So loads of different ways you can play with it. Is it an important message? You can put that there. What's really good about this is if it's urgent, they'll be notified every 2 minutes for 20 minutes. Call me, call me, call me. So that's that. Then you've got attach your files. We'll come to this bit in a second. You got your emojis all along there. You got your GIF, yeah? And if you can go cat, great, got cat. I can stick that in there. So I'm happy with the cat. If I really like that one, I can right click it, I can copy it, and I can also stick it in an email. And it will be a GIF in an email. Everything's connected. So you got that there. You've also got stickers. Don't know what you use that for, but please go ahead and do that. Another thing that I find really useful, I want to set up a meeting with these people and only these people. If I click this, bam, it opens up the meeting, it's added everybody there, and I can add my details. And then I can add more people or remove people. So instead of having to go into Outlook and search for everyone and add them, I can just click new meeting, bam, and it adds them all straight away. So that's really handy. The last bit as well, we're not going to go into this in too much detail, but if you wanted people to collaborate, I can click on bullet list and I can say ideas for Halloween. Oh God, I hope I spelled it right. And then go funny cats, fat cats, saucy cats. And go, okay, fine. Those are my ideas. I'll share that. Now, the people that I've added to this group, you'll have access to this. So if you just click next to saucy cats or whatever and then hit enter, it'll carry on adding bullet points and what you want to write. Naughty cats. Oh. Fantastic. And that's another way of collaborating. Maybe you've got, here's the, I don't know, here's the agenda for the team meeting. What does everybody want to see on there? And then I'll go, naughty cats, who wrote that? Ah, cool. So I just hover over that and goes, new changes by Marika. Oh, brilliant. Who wrote saucy cats? Click on that. Should be me. Ah, okay, there we go. I can see that it was me that did that on there. Scroll down. Fancy saucy cats. There you go. So you can have a lot of fun with that. Just click on loop components and go through that. Folks, you will not break anything. Go and have fun and have a play with that. That brings me to the end of our little top tip session. So I'm going to stop sharing and stop the recording.